Hi, it's Mike at Phase 1, and this is the brand new Pioneer DDJ-FLX6. And you know what? I can really get behind this product. I get it, and I really like it. Let me tell you why I really like it. Now, let me just say, I haven't done a video like this for a while. And the reason that is because there's so many great reviewers out there at the minute that are independent, that are showing you how to use all these type of products. And you know what? I thought I'd leave it to them guys. I've still been doing my reviews. I've been reviewing lights, sound, and all kinds of other things. But when it comes to the fizzy wizzy bits of DJ kit that we all love, I've been leaving it to the likes of Mojax at DJ City and the guys at Digital DJ Tips and Crossfader. Because, let's face it, they do a really slick job. So, if you're looking for a video that's going to tell you all about the fizzy wizzy buttons and the fantastic features that this has got, this is not going to be it. What this video is going to be though, is I'm going to tell you why I think this is mint. Right, see this product here? This is the DDJ-400. I love this product. This is probably one of the best selling, hottest products out there. Is it the best DJ controller in the world? No. It's an entry-level DJ controller from Pioneer. It's the DDJ-400 and it's just sold in massive quantities. It's at the right price point. You get a full version of Rekordbox DJ, Rekordbox 6 now. And do I love this product? It's mint. It's the perfect DJ controller for the beginner. Now I know you're wondering where you're going with this, Mike. Bear with me, right? So if you were a beginner DJ and you thought, I really want to get into DJ, I've never really done this before, I just want to give it a go without spending a fortune. If you come to my shop, this will be the product you will walk out the door with. I may show you some other products, but this is the product you will walk out the door with. And it's brilliant. Then we've got this. This is probably Pioneer's flagship MIDI controller. Now I said flagship MIDI controller, not flagship standalone controller. This is the DDJ-1000. Now, if you're progressing in your DJing career, or if you're a professional mobile DJ, or if you're a professional club DJ, this is possibly the item you're looking for. And this is priced at about £1,229 off the top of my head, whereas this is £249. So, for a beginner, this is a big ask. Is this a nice unit? Yeah, it's great. This is much more affordable for the beginner. And, you know, I would never stop anybody coming into the shop and going, but I just want the best, and I know I'm a beginner, I want the best. I'll go, that's fine. But what I would actually advise you is, I think you should walk before you run. Right? So, this FLX6, now there's a couple of people been giving it a bit of a hard time online, and I don't know why. Because I think this offers bang for its buck. This is a product that, say you wanted to spend a little bit more as a beginner than £249, you thought, I've got a bigger budget than that, but I haven't got an £1,100 budget. What else have you got that's Pioneer? Well, I'll tell you what I've got. I've got an FLX6. Right. Okay. You might be that DJ that actually has a DDJ-400 and you feel like you've reached your limit with it. You want to expand your skills a little bit more. But you are just DJing at home. It is for a bit of fun. And, you know, it's for parties and house parties and things like that. And you're thinking, I don't want to stretch to, you know, £1,000, £1,100. I don't want to do that. I bought this at £249 and I want something else. I want something new. I want something new to learn as well. This is where the FLX6 comes in. Bear with me. So, you've got your DDJ-400 and you think, I'll stick this on eBay or Facebook and sell it and I'll upgrade. And you know what? These things kind of hold their price quite well. I'm always surprised how well they do sell second hand and what prices they bring, which is going to give you some money in your pocket to take a big lump out of this price ticket. But it ain't going to be a big lump to take out of that price ticket. Not slating this in any way, nor this. or this. I just think there's a place for all. Now, why do I think this is interesting? One, it's Rekordbox and Serato, so you get two choices of software. This is a £539 product. Two choices of software, and it's not Serato Intro, it's Serato DJ. So it's like a semi-full version. You can record on there and everything else. Also, with Serato, they're giving you 2 vouchers, right? These are license codes for add-ons in Serato. These are £29. If you want to buy the pitch in time feature on Serato, it's going to cost you 29 quid. This is the effects add-on package. If you want to add that in Serato, that's £29. £539, these 2 are in the box. And you're getting a full version of Rekordbox. So maybe you have been using Rekordbox and you're like, I fancy a change, I want to learn about Serato. Brilliant. But I want to stay in the Pioneer camp. Fantastic. This is going to offer you 4 channels. Is it super duper build quality? Is the build quality as good as this? No, it's not going to be. This is £539. Take out your 60 quid for this. No, we're getting down to 480 quid, I believe. I'll have to check my maths. £480, £1,129. Rekordbox only. It's not coming with 2 bits of software. But excellent that it is. It's a professional piece of kit. Although, let me just go back. Let me rewind. This, I've seen DJs using this in bars. And they're getting away with it. What's the problem with that? Fantastic. I think it's great that, some DJs haven't got thousands of pounds, or that venue hasn't got thousands of pounds, and they just want to put a DJ on, and they give somebody a chance, some beginner DJ a chance, and he's going to rock up with one of these. And I've seen him use it. It'll look so much better when you rock up with one of these, even if you can't afford one of these. Right. So the build quality is possibly very, very similar to this. Not to this. What are we getting extra though? Well, we're getting that big jog wheel. It's got a little tiny jog wheel. It's got a nice big jog wheel. We've got an in-lane display in the middle, which will give you all your track markers. And this lights up as well. It's not on here. What we're getting? 4 channels with 4 independent filters. Fantastic. Right? We're getting them 2 bits of software. And then we're getting some new bits. And you know what? Some people have slated these new bits, and I don't see why. Let's talk about this controversial jog cutter. Oh my God! The world's gonna end! A button that can help you scratch. Right, let's just get this right. The jog cutter is a scratch effect. Is this going to turn you into Jazzy Jeff? No. Scratching's really, really hard, and you're speaking to a man of experience, because for the last 11 months, possibly 12 months, I've been trying to learn how to scratch. And if you want to have a look at that, head over to our Instagram page. It's not good. Scratching is very, very hard. It's a skill that you've got to put many, many hours into. And this is a little tool there you can do a one-hand scratch. It's called a jog cutter. If you check the other videos out from the other reviewers, they'll see it online. Some of them are slating it. And I think that's wrong, because I think this will give that DJ who's never going to scratch the opportunity to get that little effect. It's not fooling anybody. He'll just get that if he wants to do any cuts and stuff like that. It's nice to be able to cut in with a little scratch. But what it also might do, and this is where I think this jog cutter becomes very interesting, is if you were playing around with the jog cutter and you thought, do you know what, I really like that scratching thing, I love the sound that it makes, but I really want to learn how to do it properly, that little button could inspire a next generation of scratch DJs that may want to learn how to do it properly. Think about that. So, yes, it's not going to turn you into DJ Jazzy Jeff. No. Is it a nice feature? It's in there. You don't have to use it. If it offends you, put a little bit of tape over it and you can forget it's there. This, I think you could have some great fun with it. What I will say though is, I think, and I'm terrible for this myself, is when a DJ gets a new toy, he can overuse it. so don't overuse it. I'm terrible for the mix in and echo out. Guilty as charged, right? So maybe let's not fall to that victim that you're going to use this scratch tool all the time. Maybe this is going to be, this scratch jog cutter, it's going to be your introduction to, do I want to be a scratch DJ? Do I want to learn them skills? And if that opens the door to that, fantastic. Let's talk about the other feature that has been, let's say, not slated, but I don't know whether it's been embraced or understood. This merge effects. Now I've got to say, the dial on here feels like a real quality item. It feels like these buttons aren't bad. These are very similar to these, right? But this feels super smooth, and this is where you build up this effect. Again, if you want to know what this merge effects is, head over and check out one of the other videos, right? What this allows you to do is collaborate several different effects together. So you could have a filter or an echo build up, you can have a sample, and you sort of like dial it in. And when I've had a go with this, when you dial it in, it dials it in, and you can get that, I don't know, you can build that effect up quite nicely. The way this is designed, it's just, it makes it very easy to be able to merge all them effects. Now, I've seen the process of what you would have to do on this to do what I can do with turning that and pressing that. The steps you have to take to do it on this is probably 3 to 5 steps. This, choose the effects you want, dial it in, boom, done. Now, yes, you could say, yeah, well, you know, some DJs out there can do that and they can do it properly. Yeah, granted, yeah, but again, this might inspire that beginner DJ to learn more about effects. And trust me as well, from experience, some of these effects combinations with certain music don't work. It'll sound rubbish. And that's one of the things that you need to learn as a DJ, is you need to learn to use how to use the effects properly so it will add something. It doesn't want to be destructive to the mix. It wants to add something to the mix. So this will be a great tool for you to learn them skills of what effects work together and what don't work together, and within certain tracks. I think that's quite a cool little feature actually. When I had to play around with it, yeah, sometimes I made a right hash of it. It's not everything's done for you. You've got it. There's something here. How can I put it? It is done for you, but you have to choose what's going in the mix. What's going to go in, what combination of effects that's going to be. Now, if them effects don't work together, it's going to sound rubbish. But when you get it right, it sounds really good. But there again, you could fall victim to Mike's echo out. Yeah, you could end up where, you know, don't fall victim to every mix you do, you're going to do that. Don't do that, because it'll be like, it'll make your mixes very sort of the same all the way through, and you won't be as creative. But let's get back to that. So yes, there's good and bad points about these new features on this controller that we've never seen before. Take them away, and you've still got all your effects section. You've got full-size jog wheels, you've got Serato and record box, and these license codes. Take them things away. If you don't like them, tape them up. Right? I still wouldn't think it's worth £539 all day long. Yeah, the build quality is not the same as this product. This is a £1,129 product, and it's mint. I love it. Let's talk about the connections on the back. Yep, let's go around here. And you'll have seen this in some of the videos, and you'll have seen, oh, why hasn't it got this and why hasn't it got that? Right, this on the back of here has got loads of connections. You can connect turntables into it. You can connect, you've got a booth out, you've got 2 masters, 1 on XLR. I could go on and on and on. This has what it needs. It's got master out on RCAs. Right, okay, it's not XLRs. I know. In a bedroom environment, a set of phono leads against a set of XLRs, you're going to have some pretty serious ears on you to be able to tell the difference. And I'm imagining if you're using a product that's around that £539 mark, you are not going to have 2 grand's worth of monitors to listen to, because you just wouldn't do it, would you? I don't think you're going to have any issues with any sound just because it's coming out on RCAs. I think people are just overthinking it. What is great though, that it's got a booth out. I was amazed that this had a booth out. Again, I know it's only on RCAs, but a booth out on a controller at this price point, brilliant. So what I could do is, I could rock up at the bar, or even a club, and go, look, I really want to use this because I'm so used to using it, I'm not used to the kit that's there. You'll be able to plug in and going to be able to have a booth monitor, you're going to be able to, unbelievable, at that kind of price point, I think this has got the connectivity it needs to. We've got a microphone on it. Is the microphone going to be super duper quality? Is it going to make you sound like Pete Tong? No it isn't. Is it going to make you sound like Roger Sanchez? No it isn't. Is it a microphone? Has it got an input for a microphone? Will it work? Yes it will. But this isn't again a product that's aimed at, maybe I think about them DJs that are going to have MCs on. If you've got DJs with MCs and stuff like that, you're getting into the realms of needing a product like this, or even standalone units with a mixer and stuff like that, because you're going to need that type of settle to have that kind of thing. A wedding DJ, yeah, a wedding DJ or a mobile DJ that needs to make announcements, yeah, you're going to probably use a microphone. And if you plug a microphone into something like this, where it's got EQ and all the settings on it, is it going to sound better? Yes it is. Will your voice come out your speakers plugging this microphone in? Yes it will. But that's why there's a pro product, this is why there's a beginner product, and now I think there's a middle product. And I think this middle product is very, very interesting. I know there's some, shall we say, haters of some of the new features because they think it's cheating. It's a bit like the sync button. We might as well take the sync button off as well while we're on. So we'll get rid of the jog cutter and we'll get rid of the merge effects and we'll get rid of the sync button. And then, you know, it's probably still worth £539 with the software and all the rest of it. But why do we need to take them things away when they're there? Check out what DJ Jazzy Jeff has to say about sync. Yeah? Some of you, you know, we get a little bit excited about these things and there's really no need. If you want to sync, sync. If you don't want to sync, don't press the button. At the end of the day, it's all about what you're playing. And I'd rather listen to a DJ that's playing good music that ain't necessarily brilliantly mixed than a DJ that's playing rubbish music that I hate that's beautifully mixed. I hope that makes sense. I just really wanted to get behind this product. I haven't done a review like this in a long time. And I know you're going to say, Mike, you haven't plugged it in, and Mike, you haven't done this, and Mike, you haven't done that. Leave that to the other guys. I just wanted to give you my opinion on it. Also, what I couldn't believe as well, scratch bank. Right? I'm just got myself a DJM S11 because I'm learning how to scratch. Yeah? And it's got this scratch bank feature, which everybody went, that's a brilliant idea. Every scratch DJ, every review, scratch bank. Why didn't we think of that before? They've put it into this. £539. £480 when you take these off. The DDJ-FLX6, I think it deserves a little bit more respect than what it's been getting. I think it's got a real place. I love this product. This is my go-to beginner DJ. If you've got a few more quid in your pocket though, and you just want to stretch a little bit further, FLX6, I'm not going to stop you buying the top product. I'll be a fool. Yeah? Or going from this, but you don't want to go to that. Here's the answer. And then you're still staying with Pioneer, your chosen brand to start with. I think this has got legs. It's Mike at Phase 1. Oh, if you like my videos, click subscribe.